In this life, we all tend to overload on automation. One, two, three.
Oh, what's up, everybody? Yeah! Loud from Maui, episode 26. Man, we are doing it for the 26th time, Quinn. That's basically 26 weeks that our Loud from Maui podcast has been operating and doing okay. We got some listeners out there, and we love you all, you listeners. Right, Quinn?
Oh, of course.
Say hi to everybody.
How's it?
How's it? Hey, our podcast is getting older, but you know what? We're getting old, and getting old sucks. I can tell you that through experience right now. Getting old sucks. Brah, let me tell you, ever since I turned the big 4-7 this past January 22nd, everything that happens to an old person has been happening to me. I injured my hand. I threw my back out. I was a hobbling mess. I needed a cane or a walker for a couple of days when I injured my back so bad. And do you people want to know how I injured my back? I'll tell you. I sneezed. It wasn't just an ordinary sneeze, man. This is a sneeze from hell. I was washing the dishes. Okay, let me explain my piece, okay? Let me explain my piece. I was washing the dishes. I was rinsing them, nice clean dishes. I had this big urge to sneeze. I didn't want to sneeze on the clean dishes. So what I do, I turned away from the sink to sneeze. And when I turned, I sneezed at the same time and pinch. I felt a pinch in my upper back. And I was like, what? I just injured my back. No. So I try to readjust myself, reposition my body, stretch it out a little bit. And then my mother-in-law had to leave. So she asked me if I could move the car because our car was blocking her car in. So I said, sure. Got the keys, went out to the car, jumped in the car. I turned around. You know how you turn back to look behind you when you're reversing the car? I turned around to look back to reverse the car, and my rib pinched up. My lower back seized. I thought I was going to die. I barely moved the car back. My mother-in-law left. I pulled the car back into the driveway. And then I was just cold sweat. This intense pinch and pain was in my lower back. And I was like, oh my God, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it back into the house. I was stressed. But you know what? The count of 3 works miracles. When you can count to 3, that works miracles. So I opened up my car door and I was like, 1, 2, 3. And I just stood up out of the car, cold sweat. I couldn't stand up straight. I was like slouched over, hanging onto the fender of the car. I started walking towards my front door, thinking to myself, oh my God, I'm not going to make it to the house. As I was walking to the house, my back started getting tighter and tighter and seizing up. The pinch was getting more intense with every step. I just made it through the front door and literally curled up in a fetal position on the floor on my stomach and just laid there on my stomach in pain. Remember that, Quinn? You remember that? And every movement I made, I was like, oh my God, oh, my back. Remember that?
Yep, now I do.
Yeah, you remember, right? The pain was so amazing. I've never been through that. I mean, that was the worst it's ever been, honestly, people. My son, I had to hang on to him. He had to drag me to the bathroom so I could go to the toilet because I could not get up. I couldn't even crawl. It hurt so bad, I couldn't even crawl. Stuck on the floor. So, of course, being the lovely, wonderful, loving woman my wife is, she brings out her phone and starts to film me. Asking me questions like, what's going on? Are you okay? Hey, why can't you look up at me? I'm like, you better not be filming me. You better not be filming me. Nose down to the floor because I couldn't look up. I couldn't look around. I felt so helpless. It's the worst feeling in the world, man. Quinn, you're going through a similar pain right now, right? But it's not like a back pain, but it's a different pain. It's just as bad. You care to tell everyone what it is?
Yeah, I got this toothache right now.
Sorry for laughing, but That is the worst. Toothaches. You can't drink. You can't eat. You can't breathe. Like everything you do, that exposed nerve. What is it? A cracked filling or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, your tooth is cracked, huh?
I don't know what it was. I bit down on like a beef bone inside some hamburger.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know.
And it cracked that enamel off your tooth, and now it's exposed.
But I was same thing, like curdling up earlier today.
Yeah, I know. I remember when I came home, I saw you just sitting
That
there.
salt though, that thing,
Yep.
that is a trick. You should tell everybody.
Yeah, yeah. Hey guys, if you ever have a major toothache, due to like a cracked filling or even a cracked tooth or exposed nerve, abscess, whatever, just stick some rock salt. Just grab some salt and just stick it right in that tooth, man. And it actually eases the pain, huh?
Oh yeah, feels good. It makes sense too, like how you put salt on wounds too.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. It
like kills everything.
it kills the germs. Yeah, yeah. And of course, your mouth is a dirty spot. It's a dirty place. But you look much better now. You've been putting salt on that tooth, huh?
For sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, that one time I did it, and it was like good after that.
It took it away, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, lucky. Yeah, I've had toothache so bad that I couldn't even open my eyes. Like I could feel every pulsating. I mean, it was horrible. And a friend of mine, he told me that. He told me, "Hey, man, just put rock salt in it." And I thought he was joking. I'm like, "Shut up, salt." And you know what? It works. It's like if you have a cut, or not a cut, I'm sorry, a burn, and you run it under cool water, or you put aloe on it. It actually takes away that burning pain. Of course, until it dries up and then that burning pain comes back, you got to put that aloe or run it under cold water some more, But it actually works. It eases the pain. Pain, I don't like pain. Pain sucks. And, some of you people out there laughing at me because I injured my back sneezing. There's other ways older people injure their backs, like such as coughing wrong, laughing too hard. You can throw your back out laughing, people. Taking a nap. That's probably the funniest one, even funnier than sneezing or coughing yourself into a bad back. Someone asks you, "Oh, what happened to your back?" "Oh, I hurt my back." "Yeah, how'd you hurt it?" "I took a nap."
Sleeping.
I took a nap and I woke up and my back was all messed up. So, it sucks and it hurts so bad, but that's part of getting old. And you actually start using more brains over bronze, and I think that's what they mean. When you get older, you get wiser. You start using more thought process before doing something. Whereas when you're young, you just jump right into it. You just do it. Because when you get hurt, when you're younger, you heal fast, right? I mean, when I was younger, I did jujitsu. I did all kind of run the beach, did all kinds of stuff, kickboxing, crazy stuff. And you know what? I always healed by the next day or 2 days later. I'm good. I twist my ankle, I sprain my knuckle, I get hit in the jaw too hard. A couple of days later, I'm fine. Now, dude, it takes me about a week or two, man, before I start even feeling better. I'm hobbling around. When I wake up in the morning, I'm walking to the bathroom like a chimpanzee. It sucks. What sucks when you injure your lower back is when you brush your teeth and you can't bend over to spit in the sink. You ever tried spitting in the sink without bending forward, guys? Or try washing your face without bending over into the sink, just keeping your back straight up and down and just bending your knees as low as you can, and then just kind of splashing the water in your face. That's what you end up doing because you can't even look down. You can't even tilt your head down. The pain is so bad. Am I going off on this one too much? Huh? I am, right? Because it's been controlling me, people, for the past week or so, ever since my birthday. And now my finger, too, training with Honolulu.
My finger, too.
I think I broke my finger, man. Look how fat that finger is.
Yeah,
It's like the...
playing.
It sucks. Oh, shucks. And I'm a left-hander, you know what I mean?
Are you a lefty?
Yeah, I'm a lefty, man. So I got to learn how to wipe my ass now with my right hand. No, I'm just joking. I'm a righty. Thank God. Man, life is hard, then you die. That was my saying before. Life's a bitch, and then you die. Oh boy. Hey, when you're getting older, I like going through this. You're getting older bits. You're getting older when the thought of sleep excites you. You know what I'm saying? When you're getting older, when the thought of going to bed, you know what I mean, is like a happy thought. When you're young, you don't think about that. When you're young, you can party all night, then go work the next day, take a nap, and then you're fine. No back injuries. You're getting older when the news or NPR is interesting. When you're younger, who gives a shit about the news? But when you get older, like my age, I kind of look forward to listening to some NPR. So. Some NPR. And don't laugh. It's because of NPR and because of news that I am up to date with our current events, my friend. Was that an old man talking there or what? He's just smiling at me, shaking his head. He's like, okay. Hey, speaking of getting old, my grandma, who is 95, I turned her on into some rap music this past weekend. And Quinn, you might want to look it up because I don't really know the name of the song. I think it's called Broccoli. So people out there, if you know that song, Broccoli, we're going to play a little bit of it for you so that you can hear the song that I was playing for my grandma. It's with Big Baby Dram. That's who it is. Big Baby Dram and Lil Yachty. And there's a part in there where Lil Yachty's blowing a red flute. And it's like, you guys got to see the video. I was playing this video for my grandma. And she was like, at first she was dancing like, ooh, this is strange music. That's what she kept saying. Oh, this music is strange. Do you listen to this kind of music? I go, yeah, grandma, I listen to this. And then so, I know some of the words. So I'm like, singing the song, does she want some broccoli? And I'm all rapping to it. And my grandma's impressed. She's like, wow, you know the words to this song. I go, yeah, grandma. And then she sees a video. And the video is a bunch of big girls. It's a bunch of big girls. And they're twerking in a swamp. And there's like a white piano in the middle of the swamp, and Lil Yachty and Big Baby Dram is in the middle, all dressed in white, on the middle of this swamp on a piano, and these two big chicks is just twerking. And my grandma's watching that. She's like, oh, wow, those big girls, they're kind of fat there. I go, yeah, grandma. She goes, and they don't scared, shake the okole like that. I go, no, grandma, that's how they do it nowadays. And I mean, you can tell in her eyes, she's like, what the hell? We're going to Sodom and Gomorrah right now. Because back in the days, they never did that stuff, They never, like, jumped on guys. Like, there's a part in the song when he's, here, play the song real quick. Play the song, Quinn. Put that volume up, man. And look, he paused it right on the part where the two big girls are just bumping their rumps. Oh, here we go. Volume up. Ho! Six throwing bows, young niggas from the six. Come play it.
I don't know how long we can play it for.
So anyway, that's my grandma's song.
That's my grandma's song. What are you doing?
Oh man! And I was making her breakfast when she was hearing the song. But play this part right here. I like them hear the flute. Oh, you hear that flute? What I'm feeling, me. Big Baby Dram, man. Lil Yachty. I love him. But anyway, yeah, my grandma was kind of tripping on that. You can tell that she's not used to that kind of stuff. I mean, back in her days, a bathing suit was like a long skirt nowadays. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there was no such thing as thongs and G-strings. Back in those days, they were very conservative, I guess, And now to see this type of video, just shaking his head. He's like, your grandma, man. Hey, I was making her breakfast. She came into the kitchen in my realm. And then I was playing another song after that called...
what were you cooking?
Eggs, bacon. And then I started playing the other song, I Spy, from Kyle, featuring Lil Yachty again. I like Lil Yachty. He's cool. And she liked that one, you know, because they're like acting like little kids. Like, like they're grown men. Their heads is put on little kid bodies. That song, I ain't na-na-na-na, na-na-na. You know that song?
No, I don't.
Oh, you gotta play it, man. I spy with my little eye, a girly and a cutie. That one.
Oh, I don't think I've never seen the music video for that one. Just starts off with broccoli.
Hey, people out there, look it up. YouTube, check it out, man. And and just say to yourself when you watch that video, that's Ed's grandma's rap now, man. That's her rap. Oh.
At least it's not as bad as Cardi B's.
Oh, Cardi B. Oh, no. That's too much. But you know, I would have thought if she would like her too. You know, oh, that girl, she pretty, huh? Ooh. Oh, but she not scared, huh? She just shake her okole like that. Oh boy. Hey everybody, Maui has been a cold with the chills the past few days, 60 degrees and lower. I think last night Makua got down to 58, even 57. A friend of mine, she lives up Kula side. She said it got down like 40s, and that the crater, Haleakala crater, got down into the 20s. So I'm expecting some snow. Huh, Quinn? What do you think? Some Hawaiian snow up there? Haleakala snow?
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, it's been really clear, no clouds. And when there's no clouds and we get that wind chill coming down from the north, man, it just gets really cold. Nothing compared to you mainland guys out there, of course, who is like 30 degrees during the day and 10 degrees at night. However, we are the beach and water people. So when it gets cold past 72, remember I told you guys, when it gets lower than 72 out here in Hawaii, we don't like that. That's when you got to bring out the sweats. Yeah? Hey, chancho, break out those sweats. Oh, man. Yes, too cold for my bones. Yeah, Quinn? Too cold, right? Even what? Yeah. Must make your tooth even worse, huh?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, you know, the cold really... You can feel the cold in your bones that you injured. So, you know, you break your jaw like me. I broke my jaw a couple of times. Oh, man, my jaw's been hurting. Like in those spots where I know it, you know. I broke my hand twice. The hand hurting. The back hurting. My left knee hurting. I can't wait to either clone myself or become a cyborg. Yep. I'm going to become a cyborg. I think that'll be better than cloning. Yeah? Getting like...
yeah, I think so.
You know, like Arnold Terminator parts.
Well, then when does it take over your body?
What? The cyber?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess the minute you plug in next to your Tesla...
Well, first we got to implant this thing in your brain.
Oh, God.
Before we do this.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. Or they take out. You know what I mean? They take out. Kill your biological body and then put your thoughts in a robot. Right? Pretty crazy, huh? Crazy thought, huh?
Man, we gotta look some more stuff up.
Hey, Maui news, everybody. Besides, it's been ball freezing for the past couple days. Guri Guri currently is closed. And I don't know if you guys seen that or not on Facebook. I saw the post on Facebook and I could not believe my eyes. So I went down to Maui Mall to witness myself. And you know what? Lo and behold, There you go. The notice on the door, temporarily closed. I hope that it's not, you know what I mean, forever. I hope that they don't shut down, because if they do, bruh, Maui is losing all our old school mom and pop type stores. You know what I mean? Yeah? I mean,
Consumer takeover.
bruh, corporate takeover, big time. We cannot lose Tasaka Guri Guri, people. We cannot. There's two places we cannot lose because we got bragging rights. Guri Guri, Komodas. We cannot lose those two places, people. Please, let's rally. Save Guri Guri. Keep Komodas in operation, because if we lose those two places, man, what do we got left? Krispy Kreme? Black. Gelato? Blech. Compared to Guri Guri, don't even compare. Don't even compare. Let's think of all the places that shut down, Quinn. Just offhand, mom and pop stores that that shut down, that the millennials and kids of today will never have the pleasure of enjoying. Let me start it off. Kitara's, Mako Town.
I don't even know what that is.
Quinn, you don't know what Kitara's is? Oh my goodness. I feel shamed. I don't want to hear him. I don't want him to hear this, but
I'm from Kihei, man.
he's from Kihei. Okay, Azeka's place. Azeka's.
All right.
You remember Azeka's? Bro, I remember Azeka's when Kihei was just a sandy road. Kihei used to be just a sandy road. Makena was shit. Wailea was nothing. It was sand dunes and coconut trees and kiave. Yeah, Azeka's was this lonely little store with a big elephant up front that cost 25 cents for a ride. One of those mechanical elephants. Dude, I used to go to Azeka's just to ride that damn elephant. I miss that place. Azeka's, bruh. You know, any place else? Any place else?
I remember going to like Monster Mega.
Oh, yeah?
This little like
In Kihei?
yeah, right now it's where the gym Maui is.
Oh, yeah?
Right next to there, it used to have like a little video game store.
Oh, but that's like a newer place, yeah? Not like
Yeah.
Azeka's or Kitara's. The Haiku Mart, the Fukushima stores, closing down.
Is it closing?
They closed, I think, already.
What?
No more hot dogs, man.
Ah, man.
I know, right? You see what I mean? All those places closing up. Sam Sato's. We still got the Sam Sato's. At least we still got that.
Walu General.
Tasty Crust. We still got Tasty
They're
Crust.
going.
Jackson. Kahalui used to have some good places to go eat. Oh, shoot. Bullocks was up country. They just sold that place. We was just talking about
I
that.
don't even know what that is.
Yeah, it's right up the road. Right when when you're popping up by Super Red, you take that right to go up towards King Kekaulike. It's right there on the right. Yeah. They used to have all these license plates
Yeah.
in that. It was like a diner type place where you ordered
I never knew that.
hamburger
was a
steak,
restaurant.
pancakes, yeah. Yeah, bullocks. Shoot. We cannot allow those stores to shut down. Those are, you know what I mean? Oh, just the thought makes me sad. Oh boy.
I know. You know what though? It says that it says it's closed until further notice, Greg.
Yeah. That's why I said
So
temporary.
I guess that product they did run out of product.
Oh, okay.
That's true.
Oh, it is true. Okay, so I heard that the reason why they shut down is because they ran out of syrup for their strawberry and pineapple flavored Guri Guri, which is a relief because they can order more syrup and they still be back in business. Not like when their Azuki bean machine broke down. Because if you people don't know out there, Guri Guri before used to have Azuki beans that they used to put inside. And I used to love it.
I do remember that. See, I thought I was tripping too.
Yeah, no. They used to, and then
man, I was like a baby.
yeah, and then they stopped doing that because they said that their machine broke down. So when I saw that sign saying that they're temporarily closed, I was thinking to myself, please, I hope their Guri Guri machine never break down. Because it stopped them from the Azuki beans. You know what I mean? Who's to say it won't stop them from making that wonderful, wonderful sherbet, you know? It's like a sherbet, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's sweeter though. It's
Yeah.
not tangy like sherbet kind, you know, like Anyway, like Guri Guri now. Shit. Next time they open, I'm gonna order 1 gallon.
No, I was thinking they gotta invest in like a soft serve machine.
Yeah, like Tutti Frutti kind, you know?
Nah, just like vanilla ice cream.
What, Guri Guri?
Put that on the bottom.
Oh, the Guri Guri stuff. You know, but I think, I don't know, man. I think in order to keep their prices low and all that, they have to serve it a certain way. If not, they gotta jack the prices up, yeah?
Yeah, guaranteed.
So the system they get now is perfect. Every time I go there, I always get the 5 scoop.
Cheap, I know.
Always 5 scoop. 5 scoop mix.
That's why it's like staple, yeah, because it's still on the cheaper end.
Yeah, it's still on the cheaper end, and it's awesome. It's awesome, and it's like I said, it's one of Maui's last of the bragging rights, man. You know what I miss also is that animal shop that used to be right next to Guri Guri. Remember that pet shop? The pet shop. Pet shop.
I remember that commercial.
Oh, man, yeah. I used to like to go in there with the Guri Guri, of course. Go grab your Guri Guri. And then you walk next door to the pet shop and you go look at all the fish and all the animals, how cute the puppies look, the rabbits look in the window. Oh, look how cute the rabbit. And after you buy your Guri Guri, you're done. Yeah? Now those days are gone. But hey, Maui is going to take a change for the better. Let's hope, yeah? Let's hope. And maybe we'll have more like other generations from like the Guri Guri guys or the Komoda guys, you know, come up and say, hey, I'll take over the shop and then make it last for another 10 years, hopefully. Right? I know like Guri Guri, they're down to the grandkids already taking over. And even Komodas, I think the grandkids are already. So, you know, they're going through the generations, man. I don't know how long they're going to be able to hold out.
No, that's crazy, yeah.
Yeah. And you know, some of the kids, they've been born and raised in that. They don't want to be doing that for a lot. Some kids like, hell no, I don't want to be making donuts.
Planes.
No ways. Well, what are you going to do? Oh, I'm going to work the car in Hawai'i. Cargo, bro. Oh, shit. Nothing that there's anything wrong with working at Hawai'i Air. Although they are monopolized right now, and I can't wait till Southwest to come here. Anyhow, because of that Donald Trump thing, though, that federal ban,
it's all delayed, yeah.
Southwest is delayed because they can't approve their flying route through the federal government. It needs to be approved, and it's not approved yet, people, because of this furlough. And until then, Hawai'i Air is going to continue to price gouge, yada yada, da 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 da. I know I'm going off on a tangent on that one too. But I can't see myself paying fucking $400 to go round trip to Honolulu when it costs $500 to go round trip to Vegas. You know? That's just ridiculous to me. Can't see it. Anyway. Yes. Any news? Any other news, Quinn? Nothing? I know that's, to me, that's one of the biggest ones for Maui, man.
Yeah.
So all you people in the mainland who you're familiar with Guri Guri, you're sitting there probably screaming at the top of your lungs, no! Some of you even going to the extent of going out in your yard all alone, maybe even partially naked, crying all by yourself. No! Hey, movies! Movie review! Let me get you guys into the movie review. I saw the movie Mortal Engines. It's from the Wingnut Films production guys. That's the same guys who did Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. Peter Jackson. Awesome movie, everyone. Mortal Engines. You gotta watch this movie. It's like, it reminded me of like Time Bandits and all these old school adventurous type films, but it's made in a modern, story cinema type set. I mean, it's amazing. The computer graphics is awesome. Their movie sets, the story, Mortal Engines, check it out. Remember when we were talking about the movie Close with Naomi Rapace? I saw it. It was exciting from beginning to end. And she was like a bodyguard or like an escort, a hired escort, an agent to protect people. And in this particular story, close, and it is called close. It's not close, like close the door, because her and that girl end up getting close. You know, she ends up trying to protect the rich girl from getting murdered.
Or are they closing the gap?
Oh, dude, you had to say the word gap with two women involved. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure they were closing a gap. No. Hey, everybody, ever saw a brown guy turn red? It's happening right now. Quinn is blushing big time.
Threw on my elbow.
Oh, yeah. Okay, what? What were you saying? Something about a gap? What? Two women getting close and
That was it.
Two women getting close and something about a gap. What? Oh, enough already, enough. Oh, I also saw Bumblebee, and that movie was awesome too. It shows the what happened with Bumblebee before the whole Transformers thing, and it was exciting. Good movie, good fun movie. But the thing that stood out to me in that movie, because when Bumblebee lands here, it was like in the 80s, like around 87, 85, 87. So they were like the soundtrack, guys. The soundtrack is an awesome soundtrack from the 80s. Almost, excuse me, almost every song they played, I was like, oh man, this is a perfect song for this part. Or, wow, that song, I love that song. I remember I was a kid when I heard that song. So, yeah, Bumblebee, good movie. You saw any movies, Quinn? No?
Not new ones.
No, none? I'm the only guy, huh? I'm the only guy watching movies, yeah.
I'm stuck on 7 Deadly Sins.
7 Deadly Sins.
And waiting for Game of Thrones.
Oh, Game of Thrones, a new season coming out. So are you reviewing the other seasons?
Yeah, kind of. Not really.
How many up there? 9, right? 9 seasons. This is the 10th one coming out, and then that's it? I think so. Yeah, dude, I'm all about the Game of Thrones too, man. Dragons and shit,
No, I haven't been watching only Mary Poppins.
The new one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a good one. Okay, well, hey, you know what? Let's get into the fights then. UFC and Bellator. What a crazy past week. I'm going to go into the UFC fights for now. And I know it's old, but Cejudo, he beat TJ Dillashaw. I am so happy he did. He just not only might have saved the flyweight division, but if he goes up into the 135-pound division and challenges TJ, I think he's going to beat TJ. I mean, he was dangerous as a lighter opponent. I can imagine him being heavier now. And he was looking jacked. I'm surprised he even made weights. I'm surprised he even made the weight, Cejudo. He looked too jacked for that division. But he made the weight and took out TJ Dillashaw in 30 seconds of the first round. A lot of people are saying that the referee kind of stopped it a little bit too early. I kind of agree. I kind of wanted to see Cejudo put a little bit more of a pounding on TJ, which he probably would have, because TJ was desperately trying to get that single leg on a seasoned wrestler while Cejudo was punching him in his forehead. So, like Cejudo said, if the referee didn't come in, all that would have happened is TJ would have ate about 6 or 7 more of those punches. So, hey, you know what? Good job, Cejudo. Also, Paige Van Zandt arm bars Rachel Osovich. I can't believe it. Rachel. Check it. Make sure it's Rachel. I can't believe it because Osovich was all over Paige. What round did Van Zandt get her in? Was it the first round?
Second round.
Second round. Okay, so the first round, Osovich was all over her, beating the shit out of her, and I think it looked like she kind of gassed out towards the end. So the second round came around, and Paige Van Zandt catches her in an armbar for the win. So, wow. Impressive win, Paige. Of course, I was rooting for a Honolulu girl, but, boy. I guess the Holy Girl won. Oh man. But good job, Paige. You're a force to be reckoned with. Bellator. Oh, Bellator was just insane fights, guys. The Henry Corrales KO over Aaron Pico. Now, Aaron Pico is an up-and-coming fighter. And in fact, a lot of people were saying that if Aaron Pico won this fight, he would have been next for title. But Henry Corrales just knocks him out, folds him. They were both in a clinch, like, excuse me. They were both in a clinch, and in the beginning, Aaron Pico catches Henry with a look like a right hand and drops him. Then he gets back up. They start teeing off on each other some more, and then they go into like a dirty boxing type stance, and they're both clinching each other's head and hitting each other in the body head. Then Corrales just comes up with a right hand to the dome, and Aaron Pico goes down. Oh, was that the first round?
Jeez.
Was that the first round, Quinn?
Yep. 30
seconds in the first round.
Wow, Pico looked like he was winning too.
Pico was winning. Look, he knocked him down. He knocks him down with a right hand. That guy Corrales gets back up. They start swinging some more. They both go into the dirty boxing. Dirty boxing, which is clinching the head and hitting each other with the opposite hand. And pow, Corrales catches him with a right hook.
Good knee too.
Oh, yeah.
Caught him with.
I know. What a fight. Bellator is really stepping up, man. They're really coming up in ranks. And their fighters. Their fighters is like top notch. Also, Ryan Bader KOs Fedor Emelianenko. How is that? Fedor Emelianenko, same thing, just like the Aaron Pico fight. First round. I believe it was also 30 seconds. What's up with this 30-second knockouts, guys? Too fast. We want some highlights. We want to see some, you know what I mean? Some action, at least 2 minutes worth. But you know what? It's also high fashion, man. High fashion action. Knockout. So, yes, Ryan Bader knocks out Fedor Emelianenko. And I believe it was the first round. It looked like a left hook. I'm not sure, but I think it was a left hook that just landed on Fedor. Fedor dropped, and just Bader came down with a barrage of hits. Bader's going to be the next champ. I believe Bader's going to be the next champ. Let's check this out. KO, I think it was 30 seconds in the first round. I really think so. Fedor is about on the end of his stick, man. He's
that quick?
10
bro. Seconds.
Oh, it was 10 seconds. Ryan Bader, man. He looks jacked.
Oh, maybe it was...
He looks jacked. Yeah, about 30 seconds. It was about 30 seconds, yeah.
I was watching this.
30 seconds in the first round. Fedor is ready to retire. He was at one time the meanest fighter in the world, and now he's just getting old. Next thing you know, he's going to be washing dishes, turn away and sneeze and injure his lower back.
It's the pinnacle.
That right there. Yep, that's the pinnacle. So, speaking of getting old, this podcast is getting old. We're going up almost to 40 minutes, dude. I think it's time to check out. What do you think, huh? Hey, everybody, we love you. It's been nice talking to you. I'm glad you tuned in for episode 26. And just get ready for more, because we'll be back for more, man. We'll be back for more. And all you older people out there, stay warm, because this cold is going to make your bones hurt. It's making mine. So, hey, you can catch Loud from Maui on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Check out YouTube, like and subscribe, and don't be afraid to share and comment. Anything else to say, Quinn? You got anything that you'd want to comment on? No?
Tulsi for president.
Oh, Tulsi for president. Yeah, you know what? I think she might be the first woman president. I honestly believe she will. I hope she does. But hey, for all you out there, have a wonderful, wonderful week. And we'll check you all later. Yeah? So until then, Take care. Aloha, my brothers and sisters. Shoots like that.